September 23, 1941. A cold wind scrapes across Horsell Common, just outside London. From a tangle of blackberries comes a sound no soldier expects in a gun area, a newborn's faint cry. 3 Canadians drop their gear and run toward the thorns. A knife, a shirt, breath held, and a life saved. Welcome back to Echoes of Time. Tonight, we revisit a wartime Britain where danger hid in the sky and kindness waited on the ground. We'll trace how a newborn was found on Horsell Common, who the rescuers were, Gunner Robert C. Griffin, Sergeant Ernest Curtis and Gunner Alonzo J. Brackett, how the save unfolded, what became of the child, and the extraordinary reunion of memory nearly 8 decades later. By late 1941, Britain breathed between air raids. Barrage balloons hovered. Searchlights raked the clouds. Surrey Heathland, Horsell Common, sat within a web of military activity. Royal Canadian Artillery units trained and bivouacked, their gun parks a temporary village of canvas, oil lamps and damp boots. In this landscape of caution and routine, small sounds mattered. A snapped twig, a misfired flare, or something no one expects. A newborn fighting for breath. The diary entry from the 8th Field Regiment is almost blunt. Found a newborn baby in the gun area. Behind that line lived urgency. Griffin, Curtis and Brackett follow the cry to a blackberry thicket. Thorns catch on sleeves. A small face, cold and dusty, lies in the brambles. The umbilical cord still attached. Time narrows to seconds. Training didn't cover this. Humanity did. Pocket knife severs the cord. A white shirt becomes a blanket. Hands cup a tiny chest. Warmth is life's first medicine. One man shields the wind. Another clears a path. The third calls for transport. The child's breaths, shallow at first, steady under fabric warmed by a soldier's body heat. From heath to ambulance to hospital, the relay of compassion continues. Nurses lean in, take vitals, and fight the cold that steals infants quickly. The baby stabilizes. Paperwork gathers facts, but the main truth is simple. She survived. Somewhere in a ward lit by rationed bulbs, a life begins again. For the regiment, duty resumes. The guns still need cleaning. The schedule still rules the day. The war diary keeps its single line, and the men, Griffin, Curtis, Brackett, carry a private memory forward. They had come to Britain to fire artillery. That morning they delivered mercy. The child will be adopted by an English couple named Mary, and raised in Hertfordshire. She grows up kind and curious, never knowing that her first blanket was a soldier's shirt or that her first cradle was a Canadian's arms. The file is thin, the life becomes full, schoolyards, birthdays, ordinary joys, and the long quiet of an unanswered question. Decades pass. Then, at 79, a photograph surfaces, men in battle dress bent over a tiny bundle near the Brambles. Mary sees it, and the past arrives in a single image. "It brought tears to my eyes," she says. "I owe them my life." Memory, once invisible, gains faces and names. The soldiers are gone, but their families remain. In 2019, Mary speaks with Harry Curtis, son of Sergeant Ernest Curtis. 2 lives, once divided by war and chance, meet in gratitude. There are no grand speeches, only the steady weight of meaning. 3 Canadians answered a cry, and a woman lived an entire life because of it. History records the movements of armies. It often whispers when it comes to the movements of hearts. On Horsell Common, compassion turned soldiers into guardians. A line in a war diary became a lifetime. In a world measured by destruction, 3 men measured their strength by gentleness. Thank you for watching Echoes of Time. If this story moved you, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a reminder that courage can sound like kindness. Tell us in the comments which moment you'll remember. Until next time, listen closely, the past still speaks.